We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Motherfuckers just don't get it straight. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. In the middle of friends. How many of us have been friends? The one who, friend. How many of us have them friends? Before we get any further, let's be friends. Muhammad, what's going on? How many of us have them friends? The ones who say they will be your friend. Sit up there and lie to you because they're friends. They thought they was right, but they was liars. RB was Annie. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? What did... Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a little different tonight. I decided to go and go off the app tonight, you know. But it's gonna be something a little different. You know, these are one of the things where, like, I was gonna do this earlier, but then I had other things popping up, and you know, and then I know Leo was still live, so. But I wanted to, you know, as many of y'all know, I'm not dealing with no drama. I'm not in no drama. I'm not dealing with none of it. But I will address things that need to be addressed. And this right here needs to be addressed because there's hypocrisy across the board. There's a lot of masking of fakeness across the board. And I try to give grace to individuals that I expected would return in kind. But instead, I just got a lot of followers. Wherever the wind blows, that's where we're going. Wherever the wind blows, that's where we're going. You know. Hating is such an ugly disease. It's a bad disease. Hating should be eradicated from all platforms of life. But unfortunately, that's just not how life works. You know. Because unfortunately, they are the ones that make the world go round. You know. Now, I want to make this very, very, very clear. This is not a drama live. I am not going back and forth with anybody after this. But y'all know me, I'm a fair guy. You know? And it would be unfair for me to do it on one end and then not do it on the other end where it's more where it makes more sense in the long haul to do it on that end because the actions are showing. The actions are clear-cut showing. You know? So to those individuals, I got a question for y'all. And it's not really even it's a question that doesn't require a response. Okay? Let's just say that. It's a question that doesn't require a response. Unless you want to give a response, that's perfectly fine. I'm not looking for one because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn no more. But I'm not finna go around and just act like, okay, this didn't happen, but I'm gonna go and get at these people for doing some shit, but now I'm not finna get at y'all for doing some shit. Like that don't even make any sense. Especially when the reason why you guys are mad is because people are being human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like you're mad because people be, well, J Millie, they like this is what you guys seem to forget since you want to be all up in your panties, all up in your emotions and everything. We was cool before we was enemies. We was cool before we had YouTube beef. We was cool before everything. As a matter of fact, before there was even a dub situation, we was cool. So it's okay to be cool with somebody, have a falling out, and then never be cool with them again. That makes no sense. That makes absolutely no sense. Now, it's up to the individual if they want to be cool with that person again or not. True enough. But at the same time, we're not going to be human. We're not going to give grace, because I see you guys all up in everybody else's chat, right along with the people you don't like. But you guys just completely just like, well, we're not fucking with J Millie. And then with the whole thing with Katie, like, you guys don't see where she was wrong at? You guys want to stick up for that shit? You got some idiot that want to sit up here and, well, I got family in Sacramento, and yeah, we bad. Yeah, man, you want to go there? I ain't no punk. I ain't no pussy. Ooh. Once again, you don't see any wrong in what she did, but I'm supposed to respond in some what? In what? I'm like, oh, Katie, could you please not do that? Could you please not do that? Don't do that. Don't. That's not a very nice thing to do. Was I supposed to do it like that? Hell no. Because when you exploit something like that to feed a beef that I have no thing, even if I had something to do with the beef, still, the exploitation is alarming. And you guys are okay with that. So all this pumping your chest out, talking about, yeah, I got family in Sacramento. Okay, what the fuck does that mean? You got family in Sacramento. I'm from the Bay too. What? What? Wait, you think because you got family in Sacramento, I ain't got family in Sacramento? See, emotions. Y'all are emotional people. You guys get out of your body and you start talking out the side of your neck and not even realizing how stupid and idiotic you sound in the long run, okay? You guys are literally sitting up here protecting people that want to exploit somebody you said that you was cool with, mother's passing, to feed a beef, and you guys are cool with that. Well, this is what I say to all of y'all that want to ride on that shit. Yo, Barry, you remember that time when I got at you? You remember that time when I got at you? And you was like, well, J Millie, I don't know. I never said nothing wrong to you. So why you, okay, so where you at, Barry? Because I ain't said nothing about you. I ain't said nothing against anybody over there outside of the ones that wanted to open up their mouth, because I held them accountable for their actions. And then you got the pork belly bitch over there, all up in his emotions for what? See, I'm doing okay. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to see it. What's up, everybody in the chat? If I may ask, is Carlos and Katie still at it? Nah, they all loving up all up on each other again. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't said nothing to nobody. And then everybody else don't want to say anything. They just want to follow suit and not even fuck with me no more. And that's cool. Because this ain't sour grapes. By no means is this sour grapes. Trust me, you're doing me a favor. Okay? You're doing me a favor. Okay? Now, I could see it if I said something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what sense does it make that I have to be cool with y'all, but I can't be cool with anybody else, and I can't squash beefs with people that I was cool with before? Like, that doesn't see people like Barry was the same situation. We was cool, we had issues, then we became cool again. Now I can't seem to find Barry. I see him all up in everybody else's chat still, but I can't seem to find Barry. So the genuine reality of the matter is fake. It's bullshit. Oh, we got Hilbert on the building. I'm still in the train with these fucking marks. Oh, shit. I just heard Mark's reign was too long. He isn't. You know. And Los up there talking about all mad and everything. Well, if you had a problem with me, how come you didn't just come to me? Well, what made you thought it was okay to bring my name up on a live that I had nothing to do with, to tell everybody that what these guys did wasn't genuine? Why wasn't it genuine? So you think because somebody says something to somebody that they can't come back and be genuine and heartfelt when that person's going through something? You know. I'm not the one sitting up in here on a live every single day running my mouth about the same thing I talked about for the last 3 years. There ain't nothing new. You repeating videos, quotes, sayings, all this and all this and all this. Nobody cares. But the word is going around is you took a plea deal for stalking your daughter? Your daughter. That's diabolical. And look, this is look. This is how fair I am. I'm not even going to sit up here and say whether or not you did it. Because at the end of the court, the courts, the law, a judge said, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, I'm not saying you did it or not, but the courts. So that must matter on some court, right? Yeah. It's program time. How many push-ups you got? Oh, shit. How many push-ups I got? Shoot. About as many push-ups as I'm going to put into this blunt right here. Shit. You got to catch me early in the day for that one. because that's the time when I'll be on program time. All right there in the morning. You know, it's a funny world out there, right? You know what I'm saying? You could be out there and you could just literally minding your own business. And the next thing you know, you got people hating you for what? And then and then he gonna sit there and bring up, oh, well, you gonna have a bunch of Crips come to my house, like wow, that shit don't make any sense. Hey, because I never said that. See, there's words and letters and things called nouns, pronouns, adjectives, stuff like that. Obviously, he must have forgot a couple of nouns in that statement I made. You know, no, that's that's push-ups. Yeah, shit. When I was younger, shit, we would smoke and then start working out. I remember the first time I did that, I was like, "Oh shit! I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this one." But it was good though. Cause matter of fact, it was I worked out in the morning before I went to school, and then of course, like at school, whenever we did PE, I will always put in like an extra push-up or an extra whatever exercise we were doing, I'll do an extra one. And then again at night, before I went to bed. No weights, no gym, and I built myself up to 230 pounds, solid muscle, Yeah. But yeah, back to these slow tarts. And see, this is the thing. And try and Lil Smokey, this ain't towards you because we already spoke. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But as far as everybody else goes, it's like, yo, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all literally give grace to everybody. Like, we'll be in the chat with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You guys be in the YouTube chats, in the YouTube street chats with people you don't like. You be in this chat, people you don't like. You be in this chat, people you don't like. But when it comes to J Millie, it's like, no, man, fuck J Millie. He's cool with them again. I don't like him no more. Fuck. Go cry in my room. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on down. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all lying. Because while y'all is emotional, as rough of a time I'm going through right now in my life, I'm still smoking. I'm still smiling. I'm still laughing. I'm still joking. I'm moving on. I'm doing other things. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for football season, you know, getting ready to start doing these football lives again. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the football lives because this is going to be a good one. It's going to be a good one, too. I don't give a fuck who's friends with who. I'm a grown ass man. Yeah, that's my point right there. You know, I'm a grown ass man. Why are y'all mad because of what I do? I'm not mad at what you do. Y'all mad at what I do, which I haven't done nothing. I haven't done anything. I'm sitting at my house, I'm watching this stuff just like everybody else is. And I'm like, why? Why is my name being brought up? Why is my name being brought up in this beef? And then you get Katie's slow tard ass after I said, don't be bringing that shit up in my lives. Don't be bringing that shit up in my chat and stuff. And then here you go, start doing that shit. So, hey, if you could throw the stones, you better be willing to take the stones. Because somebody like me likes to throw boulders. You better duck. Been hitting the bar for my back. Let's see, had to get rid of. Oh, okay. Nah, I feel that. Exactly, grown man. You laugh too much, cracker haters. Exactly, and that's why I do it. Hilberto, that's why I do it. Because look, I'm 46 years old. There's not, you know what I'm saying? There's not too much that I haven't been through and then I haven't experienced outside of going to war. You know what I'm saying? Across seas or something, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so this type of shit at the end of the day, yes, at the beginning, yes, when I was, look, when this shit started, I was one of the cornerstones of the beef. I was just one corner. There was other corners, but I was just one of them. Right? Then it got to a point where I just say, I'm done. I'm cool. I'm cool. You know, I'm gonna keep smiling. I'm gonna keep laughing because not them and nobody else in this damn world is gonna take my smile off of me. Not gonna happen. So if you don't like the fact that I smile and I laugh all the time, hi haters. You never see me in places I don't want to be. Yeah, you know, everybody got free will to go wherever they want on here, right? So why are they so emotional about it? You know, Craccin, they keep looking in my direction for input. The healing me is triggered. I've been told you that again. Nah, facts. Facts, you have. You have. You know. And it took me a minute. It took me a minute, but I got there. Yo, hey, bro. Hey, you already know we the syndicate. We the Hill Syndicate. You know what I'm saying? Hey. We heal people. We heal people. Oh shit. Damn, that wind is blowing like a motherfucker tonight. Oh. You know, because I y'all know me. I'm a cool individual. I'm cool. Do I have my moments? Yeah, who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? But who I am, you know, what I want to come on in and start beefs for. You know, I ain't got time to do that. So I laugh at you. You know what I'm saying? That's how you handle shit. When motherfuckers get to acting like that, you roast them. Because it's that simple thing, you know, it's that classic line. When you see somebody upset, you keep poking at them. Because the more you laugh and you're having a good time, the more they're upset. Because they know that they can't phase you. Everything that they do, that they attempt to do, you know, you laugh at them. Yep. I could see it if I did something. I could really see it if I did something. But what the fuck did I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck did I do? You know, and nobody can say what I did. If you look at it, you can see the only thing they could point to is something that I responded to. Oh, is that the problem? I wasn't supposed to respond to that. I was supposed to just let Katie just be all up in my chat, just, you know what I'm saying, and then making fun of somebody. Like, come on now, we're not going to do that. I don't give a look. I don't care if I don't like you. What you're not going to do is exploit somebody's kid that just passed on my channel. That will not happen. And the disgusting part is it was done by a parent. That I know good and well, if anything happened to her child, as a matter of fact, if anything happened to any one of y'all kids, y'all would have hated for somebody to come on this motherfucking internet and exploit your kid's death. Y'all go hate it. So I hope for y'all, you don't have to experience that. I don't see nobody experience that. And my heart goes out to the ones that have experienced that. Because that's, as a parent, that is a fear of ours from the time she tells us that she's pregnant. When we get the news that our woman, wife, girlfriend, or whoever is pregnant, from day one. Because you got to make sure that she goes full term, hopefully, you know, ain't no complications, and you know what I'm saying, all that. Then you have to go through the delivery, hope there ain't no complications with that. Now when the baby comes out, the baby is crying, healthy, lungs is good, and all that. Now you got to worry about life. Not 1 to 18, no, life. Because I wouldn't give a damn if your child was a grown-ass person. Something happens to them, the pain doesn't change. So that type of shit will not be exploited on my shit. You mad about that? You want to be mad about that? Go ahead and be mad about that. Because the fact that you're mad about that just shows what kind of what disgusting of an individuals you are. And the only thing you guys keep on doing is bringing up old shit. We're not on old shit no more. It's a new day, a new time. You know what I'm saying? We on new shit. You know, like new money. We ain't on that old money no more. We on new money. You know, while you guys are stuck in 1985, we living here in the present time in 2025. Oh, I know you haven't. Damn it, Lonnie. I haven't said that in a long time. Oh, did you catch Coffee's live? Because I seen I went live. Because I had left. And I came back and I seen he was live, but I seen what time he was live and I was like, oh, shit. Shout out to J Coffee. You know. So I expect tomorrow a whole lot of raging. Oh, J Millie this and J Millie that, and J Millie did this and J Millie didn't do that, and J Millie was accused of this and J Millie was charged with that, and J Millie went he went to my friend's house and he stole a video game over there back in 1997 and never gave it back. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. We got one of them, huh? Hey, dude, please let me take a toke in your... What the hell? You know, J Millie told me left it when it was right. Man. Oh, wait, hold on. J Millie yelled at me. He said I was a dumb bitch. Oh my God, he called Katie a bitch. I sure did. Cause she ain't the only bitch over there. You act like a bitch, I'll treat you like a bitch. You don't want to be a bitch? Stop acting like a bitch. You know. And while y'all mad at the world and everything, you know what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be living that California lifestyle with sunshine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't buying no palm trees. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna live my life through my day. While y'all mad and man, you remember when J Millie said this about that person and said that about that person, and now he cool with them again. Let me 8 Mile y'all. Let me 8 Mile y'all. Because I'm gonna call out everything I know y'all gonna do. Oh man. What story y'all gonna drum up tomorrow? So my Lord J Millie raised it. Oh, I don't say bishop, but I do. Let's do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, I prefer to use that term in most cases. But when it comes to her, oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Will of Uta type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking Will of Uta type shit. Being cordial is different than associating off of YouTube. Call they squash. Yep. Yeah. If you try to explain that to them, it's like It's like punching air and you're not hitting nothing. So then you just it becomes a frustration. But the question I have, why are you punching in air? I ain't talking shadow boxing. I'm talking punching in air. Oh, ain't got no type of stance. Ain't got no type of stance. Ain't got no type of nothing. They just when you tight, well then you tight. Exactly. Told you a long time ago. Everybody has lived the same life. Facts. Yep. But it seemed like it's a depending on who it is, if you're not over there, then it's completely different. It's like a whole nother world over there. We're living in a whole nother, just like that. Just yeah. I try not to think so much about that, because trying to understand the non-understandable, I might as well take my head and run it through a brick wall. Because that is exactly how my head is going to feel trying to explain that. So I try to, that's why certain things I like to try to simplify, because maybe if you simplify it, you can try to get a better understanding, not so much a clear understanding. There goes that difference again. Uh-oh. Better, clearer. Clear, better. Two different words, two different meanings. They don't mean the same thing. They don't mean the same thing. But let them tell it. It all means the same. It all means the same. So on the next edition of It's J Millie's Fault. Oh. Or on the next episode of I Got Family in Sacramento. Stop acting tough on YouTube. Okay? Stop acting tough on YouTube. Okay? Please. Stop. I'm letting y'all know, stop acting tough on YouTube. Because it doesn't look good on y'all. Makes y'all look very weak. Very weak. Tough talk, yeah, it's, yeah. As we all know, on this internet, you could talk real big and real bad. Because nobody around you, right? Yeah. But that's not impressing nobody. Acting tough on the internet it definitely don't impress me. I'll be seeing these fools. Y'all be hearing me sometimes. These fools that be going on No Jumper and these different podcasts and everything, trying to, that's not impressive. Stop acting tough on the internet. I don't give a damn what hood you from. I don't give a fuck what street you from. I don't care what city, state. I don't care. Because the same thing that's going on in my state, same thing that's going on in my city, the same thing that's going on in everybody else's city and state. So stop trying to This ain't the 80s and 90s and 70s. You can't use where you from as an intimidation tactic. Though that shit don't work no more. that hasn't worked in 20 years. So you let that one go. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where you're from. Because we the bullet still comes out the same way. No matter who is holding it, it's coming out the same way. Acting tough on the internet is not impressive. Acting tough on the internet based off of you being emotional is not impressive. You could be loud. You can holler and scream all you want. What does it mean at the end of the day? What does it mean? Does it mean, oh, you're going to be knocking on my door the next day? Does it mean when I walk outside, there's going to be a bunch of motherfuckers standing outside my shit? No. It means none of it. Because you guys keep playing your goddamn hand every single time. Now, I obviously I wasn't around, but it's YouTube. So hell yeah, I'm gonna tap in and see what's going on. Shit, I was bored one night. And then I heard through the grapevine that, there was supposed to be a pull-up or whatever. Then I seen a big fat white man eating McDonald's fries in a parking lot in his car. Eating McDonald's. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You can only care if you give a fuck. If you don't, then there no caring. Facts. Next episode of Levels to J Millie. On the next episode is J Millie's fault. It's easy to act tough on YouTube, though. Never have to back it up. Don't have to. You sit there and run your mouth like train tracks, and then no consequences. But this YouTube thing, because we've seen, and this is why I'm not understanding why yakking tough. Because we've seen different instances, whether that's a Facebook Live, YouTube, wherever, dudes get to acting tough. Oh shit, up there getting robbed. Because one video I'll never forget. And you guys have probably seen it too. This was like this was before the lockdown. This dude was over here talking real greasy. Yeah, I got this, flashing the money and everything. You know what I'm saying? He over there like feeling himself. And them dudes came up in there and said, all you see his face was and they came in there and took everything from him. Because they seen him on live. He had his location down and everything. That's the other thing. Why do you keep putting your location out there? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you do that, and then you get on the internet and you get to running your mouth and talking slick, you're giving the people an advantage on you because you don't know where they're at, but they know where you're at. The concept of playing the game has, the concept is gone. The concept is completely gone because we have people out here that don't, or shall I say, they're so stuck in this certain thought pattern that common sense has left. And it went out into outer space somewhere, and it just evaporated on its way up. Common sense will tell you, if you run your mouth enough times, there's going to be somebody that's going to test your jaw. Now, if you're one of those individuals that is down and you like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. Hey, handle your business. But if you know that you're one of them individuals that are not the one that likes to fight and you just, then my advice to you is shut up. Don't say nothing. Talk your shit, have fun, joke around, you know, but don't act tough and act like you that person that will get down if you have to get down. Yo, DMG. What's going on? You know. Now, some people will say, well, J Millie, you was acting tough too. You was over here like, but I don't act tough. That's just me. That's my natural, that's the way I've been my entire life. I'm an aggressive type of person. When I get mad, yes, I'm an aggressive person. That's not no act. Because the same person you see right now on them videos is the same person you would see in person. I ain't got to act tough. I only have to act accordingly. And if it means that I got to get aggressive, then that's the energy you're going to get. If it means I just kick back and lay back and chill, then that's the energy you're going to get. So I move accordingly. I don't move at the same pace all the time. That's not smart. And it's stupid. You know. I did that when I was young. I did that when I was a teenager. A grown ass daughter. The fuck you doing that shit for? I'm at a different status in life. I don't have to put in that work. I don't need to scratch and claw and do, nah. That's for the youngsters. That's for them that want to, you know. And hopefully they live their life long enough to where they can see their 40s. You know. You know, I was a hothead. But I had the OGs around to reel me in, like, Jay. Because sometimes I would do too much. You know? That was then. I think now. So I come on here and I have a good time and I laugh at idiots like y'all because it's funny. It's hilarious. And the fact that you got the audacity to sit up here and get on the internet and say anything about anybody and you went to court for what? And you took a plea deal for what? Your own daughter? Look, the fact that that's even a thing is absolutely psychotic. The fact that you would even be attached to something like that. Like you want to come out here and proclaim that she ain't your, okay, well then, if she ain't your daughter and you ain't claiming her, why are you bothered? Why are you bothered if she's going on different lives and saying this and saying that? Why are you bothered? Well, you are growing, look, fool, you a year younger than me. You're a year younger than me. Or no, you're like a few months younger than me. You're a few months younger than me. And you're sitting up here mad at somebody that you don't want to have anything to do with, that you're not even claiming, but you're worrying about what she's saying to other people. Why? If you have such a great life and you're doing all these great things, why are you so mad? Why are you mad at what people say? See, people who have money, and even some people who don't have money, who's not living that wealthy life, they just understand life and just understand like, why am I finna get mad at that? That's not fucking bothering me. If I ain't claiming that and I ain't whatever, I'm not bothered by it. But you, on the other hand, you're bothered. And then you bring up, oh, well, she did this and she did. Okay, well, that's still in the past. Why are you mad? So I'm going to leave it there. Thank y'all for coming through. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Jesse is live right now. If y'all want to go on over there, Frontline Black News. Tomorrow, Monday Night Raw. Let's see. I titled it something else. What was it? Monday night? What was it? It'll come to me by tomorrow. But thank y'all for coming through. Hill Syndicate. I will see y'all tomorrow. And everybody else, y'all have a good night. Peace.